Related incidents are when you have multiple callers calling in about the same event, and they all get entered into the system, possibly by different people. So you want to collect all of those incidents together and relate them to each other in a parent-child relationship. For example, if you have a high-impact incident of network outages that affect a whole bunch of users, then one incident is selected as the parent, and all the other incidents are related to it as children. The great thing about having related incidents is that when things happen to the parent incident, they also happen to the children. For example, if you go and add additional comments on the parent, it'll trigger an email sent to the contact and watch list on the parent and child incidents, and the comments will be copied into all of the children incidents. When the parent is resolved, all children incidences will be resolved automatically, and work notes will also be copied to the children incidents and published to their work notes as well. So now let's go into the system and we'll show you how you can connect incidents as parent and children and see how all that works. So here we are in ServiceNow. We're going to go take a look at the incidents. I'm going to open up that application. And let's go down and take a look at the open incidents that are out there. Now that we have that list there and we can work with that, I'm going to close the navigator, get more room on our screen. So now we're going to look for incidents that are all related to each other. One way to do that is to look for items that are for the same category or configuration item. So in this particular case, as we're looking down through our list, let's go find all of the incidents that talk about email. So I'm going to right-click on email and do show matching. That'll bring all of those together. And then we want to look for all of the ones in the same category, application failure outage. So I can do that in a couple of different ways. I can click here and do group. I can sort. And I can also right-click and say show matching like we did for email. Okay, so here are 4 records, and we're going to go in and see if we can relate them all to one another. So let's pick this top one up, and we're going to go make that a parent. And we'll come in down through the record, and we'll go to the Related Records tab. When we do that, we see more tabs at the bottom here. And before we go any farther, we notice that the parent incident field in this record is filled in. So this says that this particular incident is already a child and that the parent is 20979. So we want to go look at that because whenever you're in an incident, you always want to not do things in the child incident, you always want to do things in the parent incident. So we're going to go find that record, 20979. And we're going to open that up and take a look at it. So I'm going to go back to the list, and then I want to find that here, and here it is here, but we could also show you how to search for it. If I open up the search that's here, and I want to find any records that have 20979 at the end, so I'm going to put in an asterisk and then 20979 and press enter. And that will bring up that record for me. If I open that record, and go down to the bottom to related records, and I go to child incidents here, then I can see that there are 2 children incidents that are listed here, and they're both related to this parent. Now if I wanted to add more, either starting from scratch, or if I wanted to add more to the list, if more came in, I can do edit. And then here is a list of all of the open incidents currently in the list, and then the children incidents over here. So what you need to do is filter the list down. If you click on each one, you'll be able to see a short description of what they are, but that's very time consuming. So you really want to try to find the incidents that relate to the activity that you're working on at this moment. So let's say we're working on this email incident and that one of the problems is a storage device problem and that there is an incident out there about the storage device item. We want to add that to the child list. So we're going to go do a filter to find that. So we're going to come up here and we're going to choose a field and we're going to go down to the configuration item and then in here we're going to start typing. We're going to type STO and we're going to say storage device. And we want to find incidents that are open. So we're going to say the state is not closed. And we're going to run that filter. And here we have our incident. I can take a look at the incident and see what it says down here. And so we're going to say, yep, that's related to my incident, and then I'm going to click Add. That puts it on the child list, and then we're going to do Save. So now my related records has 3 different children in them. And now anything that we do as far as additional comments or work notes, now we'll go update this. We're here in the parent record and we update that. And then if we go into one of the children, so I've shortened up my search up here and now I have my children records here, and if I go into one of those, this one, and we scroll on down, you can see here in the activity log that the notes from the parent have been transferred. Then the great thing about this is that if I go back to the parent and resolve the incident, then it resolves all of the children incidents at the same time. So it's a really powerful tool for relating incidents about a common action and then working them all together as one unit.